This
Can be played at high volume.
I see the sister over there with some ice on.
right. Big drip.
Hold on, let me just turn on her mic. Okay. We got Cloey Kaboom in the building.
What's poppin'?
I was gonna go. That's like so played out. I was gonna just make it awkward. I've been knowing you for a long time. We've been knowing each other for a long time. We're in the same circles.
Most definitely.
And I was going across your Instagram page. Oh, sorry about that. This is live though.
Good.
I'm gonna turn that off. Kay wants a session. We'll give it to him another time. And I remember I was like making some food for the homeless. I had hooked up with some lady cook, and then we went and made like hella dishes. And then someone was like, "Oh, you should hook up with Cloey because she does the same stuff." Oh, okay. And I said, your page, you definitely be doing community. You be doing like kind of what I be doing, like same stuff. Like you out there, you promote parties. You're an artist too, and you're just part of the community.
Definitely.
You know, you from Oakland?
Yeah. Run and raised East Oakland.
East Oakland.
East Oakland. Shout out to Ice City though, North Oakland. They'll kill me if I don't put on.
They will kill you
They
though.
will definitely.
Yeah, they'll kill you. It's not like, hey, that wasn't cool. No, that's just like.
Shout out to North Oakland though. That's my second.
And they'll kill you by still being cool with you until they shoot you.
So, yeah,
that's how Ice City.
I'll never be able to. I live in North Oakland too, so I'll never be able to walk down the street.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Say hi to Fab. He might give you a pass.
Oh man,
so.
yeah, definitely.
You know Fab too.
Yeah, we got records together.
Yeah, you got
That was
records
the
together.
The first actual person that ever did a record for me, as far as like being a legendary person in Oakland.
Yeah.
The first person that co-signed.
Yeah, he interacts with you
Definitely.
on your Instagram and everything.
Yep,
and I think you've been to a store, obviously, and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah, definitely. That's the
How did you know Fab?
I actually met him through DJ 12's when I first got started.
Nice.
Yeah. He had a record already made that Fab was on, and he like, you gonna drop something on it, and we gonna send it to him. And I'm like, I was nervous. I'm like, oh man, he probably gonna trash it. But then I did my thing on it, and he was like, okay, she raw.
No, I heard your music. Like going talk. Yeah, I remember your music. You have real good music, and you stand out. And your name's out there. Like people know about you and stuff like that.
I'm trying to get it out there more. To me, it ain't, but everybody else be like, no, it's out there.
It's out there.
I guess I just doubt myself sometimes.
More people know you than they follow sometimes on certain accounts.
That's what it is. You're right about that.
Because when you party promote, it's especially that.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because a lot of people knew that like Treetop Studios like did shows and events, but then the Instagram account like doesn't reflect it. So it's just whatever.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
People like, you need 10K followers for people to pay attention to you. Like,
Yeah. But then like I see because you're so close, she's really close, but like don't do the fake shit. Because what I noticed at 10K, this is exactly what I go to. Is I look at the views and I go, man, how you have 10K but you only have 300 views on like your shit? Like that's so fake.
It don't add up. Or you got 20K and you got 300 likes.
Right. And I'm like, that shit don't add up.
That shit ain't.
And so that's what the first thing I look for is like the interaction to make sure if it's legit. Because if it's not legit, I'm being real with you. If you pay for that phone to be a 10K, I'm already looking at you like, ugh.
No, yeah, it's not worth
You
it.
like, you
It's a
one of
bunch of bots
those.
under there, it ain't authentic. It's not authentic.
You look cute. And it's a picture of a wrench. It's like, what the fuck? Because I would see that like with an artist I signed back in the day. He fooled me because like he had a bot situation. I thought he had a real interaction. And all these people, they would say the name and be like, I love you. And I would like hit up some of these accounts like, hey, do you really know that person? They never hit me back. I'm just
And
like,
they don't even got
damn.
no followers. The
Yeah,
pages.
well, some of them have followers and pages and account. It just looked weird. Like some are on different levels.
Yeah, no.
Right? Some bots are on different
You
levels.
got the ones that the celebrities use.
Yeah, because
Their bots are
they've
like-
been around.
Yeah.
Like certain accounts have been around
But
to
it's
fool
crazy to
you.
even know that a celebrity will even use bots. Like,
They have to. Not that they have to, but because you hear other celebrities complain about it.
right.
It's
Yeah.
like, they got bots.
Yeah.
That's why you see them. They think they pop in.
That's a trip though. Like you gotta follow. I'll take the 100,000 followers any day. That's not enough for some people. I'll be like, shit, that's a lot. But I guess, it
It's
could be
never
more.
enough, though.
Yeah, when you up to that status. I
Yeah,
guess
when
so.
you get to 100, you're like, I need more.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I seen a female, what was that? Her name Erica Banks, the one that got that Busted
I
song.
love her song. Yeah.
I love her too. She's
Yeah.
dope. And I seen they was like Nicki Minaj gonna start working with female rappers more. She was like, come this way. And in my mind, I'm like, damn, somebody who not on a Nicki level, obviously, but her following is big. Even for her, she's like, I need a Nicki
Huge.
verse. I'm like, I want a Nicki verse. I ain't even nowhere near Erica level yet, but damn,
Yeah,
it just goes to
Nicki's
show.
out. Nicki and Cardi are in that level where it's just like you look at their Instagram followers, like that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like what? I think it's like 200 million or 100 million.
And Cardi, it happened quick.
Cardi's like at 100 million.
It happened so
That's
fast.
crazy.
I met her.
That is literally crazy.
At
You don't
Caribbean.
really think of her influence as crazy, but it is like companies pay them like thousands of dollars for a post. She was at Caribbean City.
I met her.
God.
I'm telling you.
She
and
wasn't rapping.
Not at all.
She was stripping though.
She was stripping and she was making a funny commentary. She got booked not even to perform that night. Like she was literally there to dance and twerk
Is that
on
how
stage.
she got on?
Yeah.
Did Book Peso?
No, it was Junko, my partner from North.
Junko.
Yeah. He had something to do with one of the show there. And I performed and I came upstairs and I'm like, can I take a picture? And just how she act is just how she was. She was like, yeah, like, come on, you need to eat while you at it. Like, you skinny, you need to take some.
She said that?
Yeah, she was like, you need some of my booty, girl. Like, you skinny. And I was just like, dang. It was funny, but I'm like, damn, she really like, that's why when she started blowing up, I'm like, that girl is just like the night I met her and no different.
Really?
But I never thought she was gonna go there. So when I started seeing her blow up,
Who'd have
I looked
thought?
at that picture like, man, I would have did a record with her that night if I knew she was a rapper.
That's crazy because I know a lot of these promoters, they book at the complex and they book these up and coming acts like Ha Davis before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now Ha Davis is huge,
Yeah.
but like when they booked him, they were just at that cuss level. I remember the Baby was booked right at that cuss level because I saw Baby. You know how I found Baby? I found Baby on the Explore page.
Really?
He kept popping up with Mosley. Wait, this is before he was big, right? This is a year before he was put at the complex, okay? So I knew Baby for a year. And he had all these videos on the Explorer page. And I was like, that's like an algorithm that had to blow up. Is you gotta get on that Explorer page. And
Right.
they used to all be different kind of videos. Like some dude, it was a bunch of cars that pulled up on him in a video shoot in Atlanta. And they were like, no, you gotta pay rent here, homie. I was like, ooh, it's one of these situations. And he's like, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Right.
And he stood his ground. And the video like went viral because of that. Like he stood there like, no, I'm not moving. My homie, this is his house, so no. And I was like, who is this guy?
Right.
And you hear more and more Baby, then more Baby. And I'm like, oh, okay, now he's at the complex. I'm like, this is that cuss moment.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's on some stratosphere.
No, man, he's dope.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna be dope when I first heard him. I'm like,
Really?
okay.
When you first heard him?
When I first heard him.
Because it was a little different.
I just heard the bars, you know.
Bars.
I heard the bars.
While a bunch of auto-tune was going on.
Yeah. I heard the bars. And I was just like, all right, you know, if you keep going, you only could get better. It's rare that you start sucking as a rapper. I mean, it happens.
Well, it
but
happens.
you
'Cause the
supposed
drug
to,
and the partying.
Right, no, that,
Yeah.
oh man, that will. That's
Well,
another
that's the
thing.
hardest part. That's the hardest part. I talk to people that have blown up, and they say that's the hardest part is to go in the studio after you blow up because it's so boring. Then like you want to be out feeling your fame.
And I can only imagine just having that pressure, like you blow up and now everybody like, you better drop a number one. I don't want to ever feel like that. I just want to go in there and have fun.
It's not fun.
It's not. Nah,
Yeah,
like who want to go to the studio and they got pressure?
It better be good, Chloe.
Yeah, oh my God. I blow up and be like, look, y'all, whatever happened after this, hey, don't judge me if I start sucking. Now, the bar's going to be there, but if, don't just be expecting me to be Beyonce every day of the week.
At that level, you can't. I think, well, mainly because you have all those producers that are good with the beats. And then, you know, I think with the artists, they make 4 or 5 songs. Like, they don't just make one. I think they
No,
make
they
4 or
going
5.
there sometimes like 10, depending on
Sometimes
your work
10,
ethic.
because that's how you
know?
gotta. That's why the songs are hot now, because they know.
That's why Tupac still got songs.
Yeah,
Forever. He still
forever.
got verses because he was in there knocking out
wasn't
20
mixing,
songs
yeah.
I heard. Like,
He
20
wasn't
songs.
like, I want to stay here for the mixing. No, he wasn't here.
It's
for
been
that.
some days where I've been in the studio for like 2 hours and was over it. And I'm like, girl, how you going to be a rapper and you already tired?
You know, they just sold Tupac's car, the one he got shot
Yeah,
in.
I seen it.
Yeah.
I was so mad I'm not a millionaire. I wanted that.
I think I would have loved to have that parked in front of here.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
Just the Tupac. I was like, maybe not.
No, maybe not. No, maybe not. You gotta have that somewhere.
Is that some new shooting holes in there?
Some new bullet holes in there. You might want to keep that.
Wasn't there before.
Keep that away. No, that's dope. I wonder who's gonna get it though.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely it's one of those guys that like to come over and show off their shit. Like, yeah, man.
It's gonna be an old 70-year-old white dude.
70-year-old white dude that like, wants to like date young girls, know. It's like, hey, you remember Tupac?
Right.
And they're like,
that's his car.
They're not like 30 and they're like, no.
Right.
Like, oh, okay.
Who's Tupac?
Yeah.
My mom told me all about him.
I need someone's younger rapper car in here. Like, no one knows Tupac.
That's
Tupac's
dope.
old now. It's crazy. Like,
He's like 50.
like
He would've been
Elvis.
50.
Like when I was a kid, and Elvis, and that's like the same kind of thing. I know it's crazy that thing. Yeah. So yeah, like who? Right? Because remember when we were kids, and that guy that was 20 years out of his like heyday, you're like, damn, that's old.
I remember being in high school thinking like how old I am now was old, and now that I'm 32, I'm like, man, I ain't old.
You are hella young.
I refuse to. But my nieces and nephews, they make me feel old, and I'm like, you guys are just young.
Well, the way society's going for y'all, it's not like you need to be 30 and married already. Like my friends that are 40 aren't even married.
Right.
They're not even close.
That's what my grandmother's old school. She's like, you got the baby now. You supposed to get married first, but I still love you. I'm like, look, Granny.
I still love you. That's what
that
Granny's
way.
being
My
real.
like Jehovah Witness, old school.
Yeah.
But I'm
and
like,
bless her, because I would love if she got young. I could date her. Like I love women from those times, man. They're hella real.
No, for
They're
real.
way more down.
definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if our parents could survive in our time. They would not like the dating scene. Like,
nah, it sucks.
like yeah, you're on an average you're gonna get more like, but like it's gonna be way more just
Of a headache.
Yeah, you're gonna go through it.
My friends was telling me about like dating older, and I'm like, man, I just don't feel like it matters.
It does. Like guys your age are kind of trash. I ain't gonna lie. Like they're real douchebags. At least guys that are more older are more comfortable, and they're too tired to go cheat most of the time.
Yeah,
after an
okay.
8-hour work,
I'll give
you know
you
what I mean?
that.
Like, you just
Especially
kind of want
if
to
you working.
Yeah, like ADD has like tired them out for 20 years, and I just want to focus. But like I've dated literally all the generations, and I gotta say, like, yeah, the younger girls are tough. Like when I was dating girls my age. Girls wanted to be in relationships. They wanted to hold your hand in school and let it be known, like, this is my boyfriend. Like, there's a real pride
I didn't
in
date at my school. None of my boyfriends.
because you're from Oakland. They don't do
went
that
to
shit.
school with me.
Yeah,
Like,
people from Oakland don't do that.
I
Like,
went
I
to
don't want to
other
be known this.
schools.
I don't want to be
Nah, I
known.
couldn't. I mean, honestly,
And people
it
from
wasn't-
Oakland roast a lot harder, so everything just sticks around a lot
it does.
longer.
It does.
Like you dated him, remember? And
I just felt like I
It's
had
like some
time to
social
be
issue.
peeking in
It's
your
weird.
classroom, seeing what you're doing. I'd rather just not see my boyfriend. So I never dated anybody at Tech.
they ask you a lot about your relationships in Oakland. I'm like, oh, you now?
Oh my goodness, I hear it.
And then they want to go him right after.
They do.
Because you do.
It don't be like
She knows I'm being a
they don't ask
She
you.
knows you can't say
They
who you
do.
like because girls are so trifling these days. They'll go after.
They do
That's the
not
only way
ask
of telling a
you
guy is
for
like
that.
worth something. Yeah.
They
Oh,
ask you
someone
to
else
do
wants
it.
him. Yeah.
That's like.
And they want to spite you and feel good about that. It's a weird competitive. I would hate to be a woman. Like it's tough to
No,
be a
it sucks.
guy, but y'all just
It sucks.
like so
For no reason.
evil
Like you
against
can be
each other.
hated for nothing.
Yes. No,
It
y'all.
sucks.
I can see why y'all jump off of bridges and shit.
sucks.
It's tough.
It
Like
sucks.
guys being clown and stuff. I have some Mexican homes
I
that
feel
really
like social
clown me.
media
Like,
has ruined cheating for guys. I feel like
oh yeah, Facebook.
feel like guys was able to
Facebook ruined
cheat.
hella relationships because Facebook go,
Yeah.
oh he liked that girl's
yeah.
picture.
Oh yeah, Facebook is the number one snitch. It's worse than Instagram. It tells you.
Mark Zuckerberg should have got his ass beat
You know he was
so
doing-
many times. I'm like, why y'all
I
robbing me?
think his girlfriend was like, create something that show when somebody say something to somebody, so I
that
can see
little
what the hell
Asian
going
chick
on.
all like in one shit. Yeah, Mark. I can see him controlling the situation. Like she's so Asian controlling. Like, yeah.
Just imagine like
You need to be more moral about this website. You know, she's doing all that.
imagine like going to some chick's house and smashing her and then going back home, but now you got the chick like doing this, sneaking pictures of you and
That is scary
Like,
as f- when
my
I
brother
see it
was
on
like, back
Instagram.
in
I
the
would
day,
see
it
girls
was
take
like
pictures
that.
of people sleeping. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, I know no one's booed up these days, so that's really scary.
I feel like if you're gonna do it, like
And it's in their phone.
Do it on the
That's why
low.
girls will be like, don't look at my phone because
Yep.
they got that guy sleeping there that no one wants to know about their relationship. Relationships are more secret than they used to be. I never knew why Snapchat was huge until I found out that, this is for trifling people.
yeah,
And then I was like, as soon as girls have Snapchat now, I'm like, get away, go away.
no, for real.
Go away from
They
me.
bring the phones out.
Yeah.
Instantly. I just feel
Let's
like
talk so no
you're
one
messing
knows
it
what we're
up.
talking about.
Now the guy don't want to date you. He don't want to mess with you because you're a snitch. And you didn't snitched on him, and now he like, nah, I'm cool. Well, no,
Yeah.
actually, they don't do that. They're still stupid.
You know what I hate? People that do something one time and they always talk about that one thing they did like one time. Like, I know someone's like, yeah, I had a threesome. Yeah, you did like one time. And
In
like,
99, it was the shit.
barely
Like, it
went
never let
down.
go.
Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm freaky. I got a threesome. You had it one fucking time.
Have you had a threesome?
No. I have not had a threesome. That I will admit on air. But yeah. They're pretty awesome though. You know, I heard about the whole
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, well, the whole psychology about threesome is that, okay, so I'm gonna get into it. Like my friend always had them. And so if you're gonna have it as a guy, you better do your girl way better than the new girl coming on, because the only way you got to that threesome is that your girl got her there.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Right,
your girl
right.
got her there. And now you want to like bust in her, like, ooh, that's bad. Like
Yeah.
you're done.
No,
and
yeah.
these are things that aren't said. Like, don't bust in the other girl, but you're not supposed to bust in the other girl. You don't effort better than your girl. You're
And
supposed
you do
to
not call her
your
later
girl-
on after without your girl.
I don't even want to go into that. I'm just talking about during though, but like you don't want to do her better than your girl has to have an orgasm before she gets one. But these aren't things that guys know about. They try to show off and do the other one better, and then it's like a problem after, and then the other girl leaves the room crying
right.
when she sees the other girl's face while she's having an orgasm.
Right,
It's
right.
tough
And
stuff.
now
It's
like,
I get
the
it. Like,
relationship is over.
yeah, and the other girl's trying to have an orgasm face. Like, ooh, she's really trying to get it. Because, you know, she wants to get her mad. Like, oh, he likes
you
me
gotta
more.
definitely cater to the chick. You know, you chick more. You can't.
You have to cater to your chick more. But I should write a book about that. Wow. But no, what's your take on it? Like, you had it recently or
no,
ever?
I've only had one in my whole life, and I was 19.
And what was the scenario? Like two
Honestly,
girls, one guy? Or?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's a train. 2 guys and 1 girl.
Yeah. Okay, that's
I don't think that's the same thing.
okay.
But
it's a very fast turn of events there.
Honestly, I didn't even initiate it. It was weird because the guy at the time that was my boyfriend, he kind of knew that the girl was gonna say yeah. I was petrified. I was like,
oh, so he said it.
Yeah, he was like, he always wanted to. I'm like, nah, man.
And it was your friend?
Yeah.
Okay. So best friend?
No, hell no. Somebody I went to school with, but not somebody who I like seen every day because I didn't want to be awkward. Like that's weird. I don't want to like.
Yeah, you don't want to be awkward while you're
Yeah,
looking
no.
at
Like
things.
if I consider you like a sister, like I'm not about to be messing with you. That's weird.
Well, usually the sister, I hear about her really
I mean,
close.
some girls get down like that.
Yeah,
They be
no, a
besties,
lot.
But I really
Besties,
consider
yes.
my friends like family, so we can't do that. And then when I see you the next time, put my head down.
Yeah, it's
when I see
weird,
you.
right?
Then we can't ever hang
That's
out
like,
again.
oh, wow, I didn't see her. I didn't
Yeah.
see her. It looks
Can't ever hang
straight.
out again, you know?
Yeah.
But he definitely was like, she's with it. And I'm like, if I like
She's with
initiate it and she backs up, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. So, but she did it.
And,
I'm like,
and who
oh,
did
he
she
was
look at while
right.
she agreed? Did she look at you and at him? Or
She
just
looked,
looked
well,
at him?
honestly, I felt like she was like, I mean, he could leave type thing.
Wow. So that's a situation too. And the guy must be hurt after
Yeah, she
that
was
one.
kinda like,
Oh
I mean,
my
you could've
God.
just said
This is a
but,
clip, by the way, if you don't
know.
know. But like, the guy must be really hurt because I've seen that situation where a Filipino and a Korean, my friend, she's talking about, yeah, the guy they did was like, whatever. And they were like, at a point, like, he could just leave. Like, you know, it was just.
She didn't say it, but that look. But
Yeah, it was just
you
like,
know?
you're not needed.
Now, he didn't do what you said though. He definitely didn't like overdo too much with her to make me feel awkward. You know.
So he was a little pro at it.
It was
then.
kind of like like it made me be like, this can't be your first one, bro. You lying. Don't be trying to lie to me just so it could happen. But yeah, it didn't. You know,
Yeah.
So I was like, I felt weird afterwards. I did. I shouldn't. I had a reason to, but it was just
It's
like.
hard.
oh,
So yeah, it's like accomplish
Can't
something.
believe
Like,
I
what do you
had-
feel
Thank
like?
God
after
we was
you
out of
go
school. I
over
didn't have to see her after that. After school.
Did you
or
taste her in your mouth type shit? Like after, like is that there? Like, yeah, okay. It was, I gotta walk with that for an hour until I can brush my teeth.
You know what's funny?
Like,
I've never prayed so hard in my life. I was like, God, please forgive me. I swear. I was drinking and it was the Grey Goose. Oh, this was the Grey Goose days too.
the smell's gotta be. So after I have sex, I'm always loving the smell after. But when it's a menage a trois, I'm like, ugh.
It was actually pretty good. She smelled like roses and flowers. And
Okay,
things.
so she brought in the hygiene was
Yeah,
there.
no, hygiene was, oh my goodness. It would not
Can you imagine?
happen. It would not have happened. I wouldn't even be telling this story. I'd take it to the
Yeah.
grave. It was going to be going to the grave, but Shout outs to her. She said it, so I don't need to say her name. We follow each other. We're good.
You probably see this is gonna be a clip.
We're still
you
good.
know.
We're still
yeah.
good.
Our Instagram's so crazy. So
I would never do it again, though.
you can't never say that.
I don't know.
Do you look back on it?
Yeah.
When you're down there and you're you like think about it like, oh yeah, that one glorious time.
I should have never told my current dude because he's like,
oh, he's so on it now. Well, he's either going to be on it or he's going to question you about it.
Yeah, well, now he felt like, well, you got to do it for me. And I'm just like, man, look, that was a decade ago. I was drunk. And then times have changed. Like, girls be doing him. Like,
But Najee taught you like, oh my God. But now I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I thought about his birthday, New Year's Eve, maybe. Who knows?
Wow, he's never going to let that go. He's never going to let that go now.
No.
He's never going to let that go.
Oh, we'll see this and be like, see what I'm saying? We got to just go ahead and,
But it was a little awkward though, right? While you were doing it. It's a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting around and looking.
But I feel like once you start, it's you just go.
Oh, so okay, because it's hard to be where everyone's interacting all at the same time, all playing a part.
I mean, it's tough. It's
that's tough. Unless you're some porno movie,
like when,
but it's
like when dominoes fall. It's like a boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything is going on at once, depending on what you
It's
guys
an energy. It's a vibe. It's a flow. What was the songs that were playing? You guys playing NLE Choppa? Or you guys?
No, this was in 2009. Okay.
So Nelly.
Like, Jeezy, Quickie,
Stacey Gemini, right? So Red Nose. Okay, that's appropriate time. Was it Red Nose?
No, that was hecka before then. This was like
Yikin'? I was like,
no, man. This was like I think Webby had just dropped like Savage like.
Oh my God, that is way back.
This is like Hello, They Know days. Like Shorty Love. Okay, that was not playing, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of what was out. But no music was on.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
You said Webby. That brought back memories.
Yeah.
Did an event with Webby one time.
I met Webby.
Yeah.
On several occasions.
Yeah.
Like, we got to turn up together. He talk shit about my weight, but it's I'm like very embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
Bootsy would have too. They have that honest Louisiana type vibe.
And I get it. They're not used to people my size. But he was like, who brought her? I'm like, hey. Worry about who brought me. I ain't here for your ass like that. I'm here to smoke and drink.
He loved the women.
But he cool. But he was just like,
yeah.
She looked like she 14. I was definitely like 23 at the time. But I was just like, okay.
Well, Webby was looking at you though, trying to figure it out though.
He saw me.
Webby loves the ladies. Webby loves the ladies. When I booked him, he definitely was lady prone.
I'm hoping he drops some new music, man. We need some more Webby.
He's not going to.
You don't think so?
You are a hopeful artist. Praise you because you are so positive. Webby gonna drop stuff.
I'm such an old head that I listen to old music. Like I rarely keep up with the times. Don't get me wrong. I play the stuff that's out.
Yeah.
But if you ride in my car, you're gonna hear everything that was out back then.
Really? So what do you play in your car? Like, or I
mean, I definitely live in the Savage life still, all of them.
Okay,
I'm
you Cash
play
Money?
some blues. Cash Money for sure.
I love that era of Cash. I just love that era
Big
of Cash.
Timers,
And they don't play enough on the radio for me to reminisce,
Nah,
man.
they don't.
I just love Cash
You know one thing
Money
about the radio? They play the same old songs. Have you ever been sick of an old song?
Yes, I have.
I'm so sick of that by Nelly and them. Like, they play with a party at
They love Nelly. The radios love Nelly. You know why? Because his events... It's like certain events too. Like if their events were cool and good, like they'll play them again, just all that type of shit.
They just play the same old. Like it's a million songs out there. You don't gotta play the same old.
It's a million. That's why DJs are like people fall in love with them because they just play that song. Oh my God!
I'm stuck. I still play hella old Wayne, like Lights Out, 500 Degrees, all his mixtapes.
It's very sad what happened to Wayne. Don't you think? Do you feel what I felt that? Baby kind of like curbed his career, and after that Carter whole delay,
I feel like he was way too low to him for him to do that. He shouldn't have never did that.
He kissed him in the mouth. He can't release the shit. Like what the hell is that about?
Hey, he almost got ruined for that.
I don't think so. I see some people do that. Some people kiss each other in the face. White people do that too. White Southern people kiss each other in the kids and like what the fuck is going on?
He owned it too. That's one thing I like.
My dad won't even let me hug him, so I can imagine only trying to kiss my dad in the mouth.
Yeah,
like he would probably punch me in the face. Like, son,
what the hell you doing?
What are you doing? This is the South, Dad.
Yeah,
no, it's just don't get.
Yeah, oh man.
Like cause Tom Brady kissed his son in the mouth twice.
Well, how old is Tom Brady's son? He ain't
7.
30. Okay, he ain't 35.
Still awkward.
Still awkward, but you got two grown. Man, you're like, come here, son.
Two grown ass.
He just leaned forward and kissed him.
It's not his real dad either. It's just
today things are different now. So if Wayne was getting like sabotaged like back then, I'd be like, oh my God, you guys are homophobic. Now you gotta be careful. You can't say anything. This is like back in the day when comics. I was watching Bernie Mac and I'm like, they would have chewed Bernie Mac ass up today.
He'd be done. They would have found some old tweet and they would have,
I'm like, it's just jokes. I don't necessarily think it's homophobic. It's
People are
like,
sensitive these days. We were having a topic about that. Like, oh, it's way more sensitive these. And I said, you know what? Good. Like, I actually think it's good that people are more sensitive because people are less into bullying. People have less problems.
Yeah.
No, like this is weird. Like when I was born in this country, but at home with my parents, like all throughout. So when I got to kindergarten, I didn't know any English. And when I heard words like, I remember someone called me a motherfucker, and that traumatized me for a whole day. Like I was like, I'm not gonna fuck my mom.
Right.
That is fucking horrible. And I thought about the word a lot, and I was like, that's a fucking crazy way to talk. And so like, I got bullied, man. Like I had to be tough and. I was just thinking, like, you know what? It would have probably been better if I didn't have to go through that because I did get traumatized for a week and a month at times.
So you got bullied, like, in a sense?
Yeah, called Nick, called A. I mean, it was a rougher neighborhood, so everyone got it. Everyone got it. Yeah. You know, we just call each other. I definitely come from the era
where everybody talks shit.
We all talk shit, but in a really loving environment, everyone talks shit about your race, and we all just keep.
But they kind of make you, like
exactly.
I kind of enjoy getting roasted as a kid
because that's more comfortable. When I'm in an environment where we're all roasting each other about shit, we're way more comfortable. We can just pick on each other.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get up and walk out and storm out and be mad.
Exactly.
Like,
you can just be cool.
I'm used to it.
But when you're trying to be too nice, it's hella uncomfortable, and then you just get like more touchy on. I don't know. It's just way crazier nowadays.
I was like growing up skinny. Like I was called everything under the sun. Being skinny. My cousin just asked me the other day, like, were you bullied as a kid? And I was like offended because I was like, wait, hold on, we gotta break this shit down. I ain't never been bullied. Like you push me on the ground and I didn't get up and beat your ass. But I got like talked about and I talked back to people. But I'm like, I ain't never been like, Mom, I don't want to go to school because they're like, hell no, I was looking at school. Yeah, I was slapping shit people. But I definitely got called skinny so much to the point where like that was the least thing you could say that made me. Oh, you have to come harder than that.
Yeah.
You have to go like dig deep and find
that's
something.
That's what you got.
Yeah, like I'm still skinny.
I'm
still skinny, so it doesn't bother me. Like I'm not worried about being called skinny. You have to like talk about something. I don't know, but
the best thing to learn is just how to cat back.
You got to.
You have to.
I had 20 siblings. I had to have jokes. It was 20 of us. That's a lot of jokes to come up with.
I was talking to this white lady yesterday. I was Ubering, and she was talking about how her kid was getting bullied. And I was talking about my experience getting bullied. And I said, what really helped me was these Mexican gangster homies that I used to hang out with in high school. They just taught me how to clown.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just
You're around the right ones. You're around the right ones.
It was just, because the way they taught me was like, don't take it too hard. Like, and it's like, my name's Birdie. Like, because you know why? Because fucking kids, like, think I look like a bird. I was like, that's why we call you Birdie? I thought it was because you sold drugs. Like, no. You thought it because no, because people thought I looked like a bird when I was young. And I was like, that's why they call you Birdie?
Oh, man.
So all their nicknames were kind of like making fun. I was like,
it makes sense.
They're really cool. I was like, okay, I got to own it. So, yeah, you get taught that. So that's a hard thing to teach. In America, we make fun of you, you're skinny. That's fucking hilarious.
It is.
That's horrible. That's like that's really.
But you know what's crazy? I was telling someone, I'm like, it's easy to tell someone like, oh man, you need to eat. I'm like, but I'll be an asshole if I tell somebody you need to stop eating. Now I'm being mean, but it's the same. Like, how you know that don't make me feel some type of way if you telling me I need to eat? So will you stop eating and push the food away?
Yeah, I see that part of the culture.
Skip a meal or two, but now I'm being, you know what I mean? So I'm like, skinny people, like, we don't like hearing that shit all the time.
No.
Like, just because I don't care, but it's like, I don't want to keep hearing it. You think I just walk around past skipping plates?
Well,
like, I can't eat.
All education out there now, it's not good to be a little bit overweight.
And now I see everybody.
Everyone's vegan.
Everywhere losing weight. I'm like, see all them skinny jokes.
They're not eating bread. They're not,
matter of fact, shout outs to all the guys that teased me in high school. Y'all all in my DMs now. Because the chick that you liked in high school, she fat
skinny
now.
Skinny girls fill out
she wears size 26 now. And she was thick at tech and she ain't thick no more.
Dude, all the thick girls are horribly pregnant 5 times over and a little bit out there. That's what I've noticed. Like all the girls that were like hella fine. But I learned that from TV shows. I'm gonna tell you a little thing. Like I remember watching a bunch of TV shows and the current reoccurring theme would be the nerdy girl got pretty. Mm-hmm. So I was like, damn, B, you a sophomore. You just talk to every nerdy girl like hella nice. Yeah, I remember like every nerdy girl I just talked to them hella nice. And there was like, I think about at least 3 or 4 girls I dated after high school just because of that shit. Yeah, just because they were like, oh, you were so nice.
There's a lot of guys that I was like madly obsessed with in school, so fine. And now I'm like, I wouldn't even look your way, bro. The drugs, the syrup, all that. Like he walking around looking like Michael Jackson.
Beats you up.
And I'm cool.
It's hard to go through life without having fun. Doing all the drinking, the drugs.
And I be telling people, like, I drink a lot. And I feel like my generation, especially, like, we drink a lot. Like, I remember watching my mom wake up, be like, before 12 o'clock, and they'd be drinking. And as a kid, I'm like, man, I would never do no shit like that. Who drinks that early? Until I got grown. I could wake up, and take a shot, and it'd be like 9:30.
Wake up and take a shot?
At night, like,
how
is that
do
normal?
you recover? How is you, like,
but
your
I
whole
get
day
it.
is
Life
shit, right?
happens, you know, so I understand, like, certain experiences that make you want to drink, but I do feel like this generation, we drink so much, and I be doing it, but I still be concerned for some of us. I be feeling like, okay, like in 20 years, or like how many of my peers gonna have like cirrhosis of the liver, or I think about that. That's why if I'm not drinking, this shit right here is vital.
Well, and that's what's sad
I keep
is
water in my system because for
alcohol,
all this stuff I do, that's not good.
You don't see it when someone becomes abusively alcoholic. They hide in their home and they don't come out, and that's the sad part about alcoholism. You don't see it. You don't see the effects of it totally, because people go bad, they hide.
No,
and
definitely.
it's like with drug addicts, they're kind of out there in the streets. You kind of know how bad the problem
I feel like
is.
we
but, like,
functionable alcoholics, but it'll be
alcoholics are
It's safe
functionable.
to say that like I am though. Like I drink a lot.
Well, they are the most functionable out of all the, like, meth and like
because we're not
alcohol
like
and
on the
weed.
corner passed out.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so like we're like everybody's cool,
You're
but
at your
still
job,
like
chewing gum.
your insides is dying though. You know, like you gotta like. So I'm just saying, like for the people who really do be not drinking water and doing all of this, like you at least gotta take some vitamins. When you ain't drinking, do everything possible
you
to
gotta
like
drink water while you
get
drink
that out. But I
too.
love water. People who don't drink water scare me, especially
have to
women.
drink
Like if
water
you're a
while you
woman, and you don't
drink.
drink water, your cootie cat is on fire. That pH balance is on fire. You is not gonna convince me that
Water
you can get
balances it out down there, I imagine.
No, you cannot. Like you got to.
You just said you hit 30, so are you still doing the brown liqueur, like the Hennessy?
Okay, so
because you know that
my
shit
dog
really
right here.
takes a toll.
Like, let's see your cup right now. That's that Douce. She
The
stay up
Douce
the
is
dark.
great.
Now I
Very
like dark.
smooth.
I love dark.
Very
I feel like I go
smooth.
through phases. Like right now, if I drink dark, it make me tired. I like to drink it though, but then if I want to go out, by the time it's time to go, I'm gonna be like, oh man.
Yeah.
So tequila is my upper.
Yeah.
It's an upper, but I
You
do
want to
drink
stay
dark.
away from sugarless alcohol then, like vodkas and tequilas.
Oh, I do not drink vodka.
Okay.
I hate it. I just had a bad experience on vodka.
Which vodka?
I don't know. I had a lemon drop.
So you had a cheap one.
I had a lemon. That's what I think. They didn't make my lemon drop a
Man,
top
you
shelf.
gotta have good vodka. I think you should go back to vodka, but get like Tito's.
Tito's. Yeah, everybody keep talking about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
Mm-mm.
because bad vodka is badly distilled and it can fuck you
They
up.
probably made my shit with like Stolies or something.
Well, the thing is, if you mix it with hella sugar, you're gonna have a bad hangover. But like, I think you should try Tito's because like when you don't introduce any sugar into your alcohol binging, you
I had one shot of Tito's and it wasn't bad. I couldn't believe I took it because I don't want to drink vodka. And I don't like non-vodka because it's nasty. I just drank it so much. Like during that whole, when Boosie made Loose as a Goose, Lord have mercy. I was buying Grey Goose every other day.
Grey Goose is not good
I just
vodka.
burned myself out.
Yeah, well, you can literally burn yourself out because it's like rubbing alcohol. It's literally like
I was
fancy
drinking that
rubbing
shit,
alcohol.
Belvedere. When Ciroc came out, I was drinking Ciroc.
Ciroc. That's a
Ciroc.
sugary vodka. That is not.
I like
good
the
for
regular
you.
one. I wasn't one of them like peach and I don't like that. I don't like fruity stuff.
Yeah, that's not
I
good
take
for
straight
you.
shots. We go out, we ain't buying Mai Tais. We straight shotting it.
Yeah.
But I need to stop doing that. I need to like space it out.
You tell me. I don't know.
'Cause,
Like,
I mean, I could drink, like some people only can drink like a couple shots and then they're done.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
me.
start right now and then go to the bar and by midnight we still could just keep taking shots. Some people have to have a mixed drink. But I just feel like I haven't had a mixed drink in so long that I don't buy them. And I had, I think I had what was that? A Long Island last weekend. And I was like, I was proud of myself. So I was like, damn. You know, it took me a minute to finish it. Now I would have already had about 16 shots if I would. It costs more money.
16 shots.
It costs more money. I'm paying $11 a shot. I could spend $15 and have a drink the size of this water bottle and be cool. But it's something about going like this. Like it's all
That's
in the wrist. I
crazy.
don't know what it is about.
It feels good. It feels good.
I don't know what it is about doing that. You know,
It feels
but
good.
no, but yeah, I'm working on it. I stopped smoking weed 3 years ago,
See, I love smoking weed.
and I'm trying to get. I think I'm gonna get
I
back
love
to
it.
it. I'm gonna
And,
get
you
back
know,
to
I
it.
noticed like I can't do both. It has to be one or the other because like if I get drunk at any point of the day, my high is not fun at all,
Okay.
and like I get an instant headache when I drink if I'm smoking all the time.
Okay.
I think I'm always dehydrated
Yeah, yeah.
because that's the usual case with potheads. Are always dehydrated. So yeah, I just have a hard time drinking, but when I'm drinking, it's fun, man. But the payback is not cool for me. Like I really feel it.
Oh
Like,
no, we're getting older, so that the hangover takes longer. I remember
just
being able to
takes
drink and get up and go to work. It takes like 2 days for me to
Yeah,
recover now. Not
yeah.
one, but two.
That's the whole fucked up part. You spend a whole day recovering. The next day, you're not even fully out of it yet.
Nope,
Like
you're not out of it.
that's why I'm like, I don't like getting old.
And I know God tired of me saying, I swear, if you just bring me back, I ain't gonna drink no more. And then
I've done that 2-3 times. I've done that 3 times.
I literally was just
prayed
there
to
like 4
God.
days ago, and I was like, I ain't doing this for a month. And then
Weed's
I'm like,
never.
man.
No, I did that one time with weed because I think I dabbed too much one time. But like other than that, like alcohol like 3 times.
I never dabbed.
Oh man.
I never did. I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think I did, but I didn't take a full one. I was like petrified. And I
You should
almost
be.
like died.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
And I was like
It's
sleepy.
not for everyone. Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is not for me. I just like regular blunts.
Dude,
Just
I had a
regular.
full 2 years before people knew about it, and rappers would come to my studio and thought I was doing crack or something. It was like, the f are you? And then I was like, I don't want to sound racial or nothing, right? But like the only people that wouldn't be down it was like
It was the white boys, huh?
was the black people. They didn't want to hit it. They didn't want to hit it.
no.
And I was like, why? It's like, and my friend was like, bro, I ain't trying to say nothing, bro, but if you from Oakland, we got one family member to crack here, bro.
Yeah.
And that shit way too close. And I said, oh,
all I saw was
okay.
glass and the
I
pipe
was
and a lighter, and I'm like, what the f- shut up.
And I was like, I feel that it's a little serious, okay? Yeah.
And you ain't gonna go from weed to crack now.
But
What's
I was
going
like,
on?
yeah, it's like freebasing weed though. It is
is.
like some
And
weird.
you put
It's some
some
weird.
weed in
It's
it.
some white boy
It is.
getting weed and doing all that just so you could cook. Like it's just some white boy shit.
No, it's a lot.
I
And when I
remember-
seen everything you had to do it, by then I
Yeah,
could've
it's a
rolled
lot.
up.
It's a
I
whole
don't have
process.
time for
It's
that.
just. I think that's what made me like it. Though was the whole process. I remember one time I got a client high though, and he left the room right after he hit the ball, the thing, and he didn't come back for 3 hours later. His homies were still rapping, and I said, "Joe, where'd you go?" And he goes, "Man, you gotta be careful, believe. You can't just be giving shit like that out." And I'm like, "You know what? You're right, bro. I'm sorry. I'll be more careful." Where'd you go? Though? He's like, "I was just staring at traffic, bro, the whole time." Bro. And I was
Man.
like. Damn, and I thought about that, like, damn, I could
that is
have.
not
I don't
like-
want to be the one to have you walk in traffic. And
Yeah.
fucking-
See, I haven't had weed in my system in so long that like when like I got contact and I got paranoid and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I like freaked out and I was like, okay, just
yeah, I don't
breathe.
enjoy that part.
Calm down. But I'm like, see, this is why I know I ain't had weed. And I was like a certified like weed smoker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to the point where now, like, I think she the only friend I got that's like so used to me not smoking that she don't pass me the weed. Everybody else still be like this. I'm like, bro, I
Yeah.
don't smoke. And it's hard for me to even be. Well, now it's not. I'm so used to it. But at one point, I was like, oh God, no, just ready to itch for it. But now, it's about to be 3 years next month.
That's a long fucking
It
time.
is. I'm proud of myself.
I
Though.
love smoking weed. I don't know how
But
you do it.
3
like-
years and I'm gonna start back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna inch my way. Into
Oh, you
it.
are gonna start.
I like
no,
smoking.
she's not.
I
Okay,
like
she gonna keep you
smoking.
clean.
I like smoking more than drinking. See, I'll drink to
I look
compensate,
forward to the
but not
first
smoking.
high of the day. It's like it's everything.
It's better. I'd rather wake up and
try to
smoke a
avoid
blunt
people on my
than
first
wake
high.
up and drink.
Yeah.
I compensate. I drink more
Wake
because I don't
up, I only
smoke.
wake up and drink when I'm really depressed.
I
or
can do a
something.
mimosa, but I don't need to be drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, Don Julio at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I can't do that. But if I'm depressed, drinking is so good. It
No,
feels
it-
so
but see,
good.
and that's
I hate
another
to
thing.
say that, bro.
The drinking is
But
better when you
drink-
depressed than smoking.
Bro, when you depressed, drinking, it just I
'Cause
cannot
weed
explain how
give you
good.
like
and
a calm when you depressed, but drink,
Yeah.
it like fired me up. So now if I was feeling like you should
depends on what you drink. Yeah,
You know what I
depends on what
mean?
you drink. Yeah,
We ain't gonna have me still
music
down.
and alcohol, like, oh my god.
Oh my God.
When I was young in the club, that was a drug for me. Like, I wasn't even trying to go holler at bitches. I just literally like the music blaring that loud and being drunk.
Cause if I'm 2 hours weed and I go to the club, I'm chill.
Yeah,
Now I'm chilling.
yeah,
You know, you might be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm just vibing. But if I'm drunk, I'm turned.
yeah.
And then it got to the point where I was falling asleep off the weed. I'm not paying to fall asleep.
You do that right when you're feeling good off the drug. You hit the weed. That's a bad move
I'm falling
because you is
asleep.
not going to be active after
I was
that.
the one that friends would be taking videos of like, look at her done. Fell
You
asleep.
feel like, oh, it's going to be the
Wide
perfect
open.
feeling. No, it's bad. It's,
I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So she ain't gonna let me start back smoking. But I'm like, I don't know.
yeah, don't. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I
well.
smoke and I just wish I didn't. I'd be so much more
I saved a lot
productive
of
if
money,
I
but now I'm
didn't.
buying bottles.
Well, we all need a vice. We all need something.
No, yeah, you're right.
We all need something, man.
It's rare that I go to studio sober. I've tried it, and I feel like it's cool, but like I just go way in my creativeness deeper when I'm off, like when I drink.
Hello.
And a lot of people are like, no, you don't have to do that. You can really go in there and do it sober. And oh, you do that. I can't.
It opens your mind way more
It
being
does.
on something, though. I don't know how you'd make music without being high. It's so fun listening
Yeah.
to your own music high.
Right, it is. You can just start doing shit that you're
Yeah.
not afraid to
You
do.
play it over and just like, oh, I want to change that later. Oh,
Especially
I
when
like
you
that.
leave the studio and you're drunk, you're like you think you're like the best rapper
Euphoria.
in the world.
Yeah.
That euphoria.
Yeah.
Can't tell me nothing when I
Oh,
listen.
I
to
had
it.
rappers leave and then see someone famous in my studio and they go, it's just I can just see the look on their face like, oh my God, it's a sign.
Yeah, right.
It's a sign. Everything's a sign for them. It's a sign.
No, definitely. Like, it's just a feeling that you get. So, like, I'm probably just going to not smoke.
Yeah.
I'll just let it go.
What new music you got coming out?
So, I just dropped a record called Blah, Blah, Blah. It's
Blah, blah, blah.
on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
I'm about to get ready to shoot the video for it.
Nice. Who's shooting the video?
I haven't figured that out yet. Might
Okay.
come here.
Yeah.
You know, might hit you about that.
Well, this guy, let me know. This guy, yeah.
I might shoot about that. So,
Yeah.
But I have an album coming out called Recipes Reloaded.
Okay.
And it's called Reloaded because I dropped recipes before, but like I didn't push it like I needed to do.
Who's doing the beats?
I got beats from my god, everybody. Like I got AK Frank on there.
Frank, that's my guy.
Man, I can't even think on top of my head. There's so many people.
Well, Frank on with the slaps though, man.
No, definitely. I actually want to do a whole project. Well,
That boy's so way back. It's crazy. All y'all way back. That's great. Like, yeah. We're from a certain era.
That's the best thing I like hearing about me though. A lot of people are like, you humble, and I'm like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
You have a great rapport with everyone that I know knows you. They like you.
I hope
You're
so,
a good person.
man. I be trying to be, I try to be. I don't try to be Hollywood. It's a lot of Hollywood people.
You can't be a promoter this long without being solid as fuck.
No, definitely.
Like, they'll chew you up and spit you out.
Nah, for real. I mean, it come with the territory too, though, because I be,
Yeah.
I be having my moments where some people I be like, oh my lord.
I know the Bay. That's what makes you tough, though.
God,
those
Lord.
people.
Like you said, that's just the word for it. The Bay.
Yeah,
That's
it's the Bay.
Yeah, it's the Bay. But I'm definitely finna drop some of the music. I took a break when I got pregnant and became a mom, and that postpartum hit.
How was that?
It was tough. I don't want to quit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I'm done rapping. I'm tired of this shit. Then my mom was like, girl, you know, punk. I ain't risk no quitter. I don't care what you going through. You better suck it up and get your ass in that studio. And I'm like, damn, I was hoping for some more sensitiveness. It's just like, hell no, you gotta get your ass in that studio.
When you're first starting, but not the
I felt like I missed out. Because, now when you rap, like, everything happens so quickly. Like, I didn't even want to drop that record without the video because everybody forgets. As soon as you drop something, nobody cares no more. You got to stay in their face. I wasn't consistent enough. And so I felt like when I was pregnant, everybody was kind of like, just going up here.
Yeah.
Just moving. I'm like,
that's the way it seems. That's the way it seems. That's the way it seems.
I felt like I couldn't jump back in the scene. I'm like, man, now it's going to be, nobody cares no more.
Well, you know who Hit It Slim is, right?
Yeah, we got to, I'm finna do the show on Halloween.
He was out of the loop, and then he told me, he was like, it's all about dropping the video.
Yeah, the visuals is where it is.
Yeah, like if you drop the song, it just creates confusion.
Yeah.
Like you gotta drop the visual.
Yeah.
Like, don't drop the single.
So my plan is to just shoot.
Shoot.
And just have them stacked up.
Yeah, that's what you should. And he was like, I think the snippet did it well for me. But he was like, for real, B. Like I didn't know what numbers were gonna look like, but people, if it's good content, they'll
Shout out to Slim. I met him at a show, and then he put me on his showcase on the 30th.
Did he?
So I'm performing.
That is so cool.
Yep. So.
Yeah, he's a real genuine dude.
No, he cool, man. Yeah. He a hustler.
Dude, I know him way back. He's an older artist that released records back in the day, like when Jacka was releasing.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Remember LaRue?
Yeah,
and Jacka had that album.
Yeah. I remember them days. That's when I was going to the club. That's when I was a video girl.
Okay.
I was trying to get my foot in the door as a video girl just to let people know, like, hey, I rap. It was so hard to be a rapper. Like, I didn't have no direction.
The Cardi B rap,
man.
Right?
I didn't have Instagram and none of that. It was like back in the day when you like, hey, man, buy my record. You in people's face, like, here, buy this CD type thing. So I was doing I did heck of videos.
The CD game.
Heck of videos. MySpace.
Most girls couldn't last in this era.
Heck no. They ain't got the personality for it.
Hell
they too scared. I love to be in people's face begging them to listen to me. Hey, listen to this. Check this out. Listen to this. But
you had to go to the front of Rasputin's and sell your shit in the parking lot sometimes.
I remember I had a billboard at Rasputin's. Oh, that's crazy. My first album. Yep.
That feels like hugeness. Because all the other artists on there are big.
Tell me, yes.
We'd all go to Rasputin's.
And then when I walked into Rasputin's, it was like, what's up, Chloe? I'm like, oh, they know me in here.
I'm having like $30 a week for music.
Had to get my last CD I bought at Rasputin's was Aaliyah. Right before she passed away. That's 20 years ago. That's crazy. I feel old. I can think back to something that happened 20 years ago and vividly remember it.
I still see people doing Aaliyah renditions. It's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Like newer artists and they're skinny and they got the big pants. I'm like, that's sick, bro.
Before
And it
we
still
was
looks
wearing all this
good.
skin tight stuff, she made wearing baggy clothes cool. That's why sometimes I throw on a jogger suit in a minute.
Yeah.
Show my stomach, jogger suit on. You always gotta have on tight clothes.
That was an embarrassing time when the clothes was big and baggy. I was like, who the were we doing? Even when I was a kid, when we were wearing baggy clothes, I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Especially as baggy as they were.
They were so baggy.
Like tall tees,
Bro, we were
3XT.
stealing so much then because it was so easy to steal.
Oh, yeah, it was way easier back then. I was a klepto.
With the baggy clothes, man.
Back in the day, man. I was getting
those
them
store
too.
owners hated us.
I was
like,
stealing and selling shit.
Yeah, I've got big pants. You put
You
shit
know what I
in
want?
here.
I want some Jabot jeans so bad.
Oh my God. They still have flavors of it.
They do,
you
but
know,
they
with
ain't got the
strap.
old school, the strap. Like, I
No, they
need
got the
the
strap. You go
traditional
to
ones.
Fitters in Hayward, the store Fitters
Okay.
in the Southland Mall.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Gerbo like shit
Keep
in there.
putting me on. I need some Jabot, man.
Yeah.
I miss the Jabot. They actually steal them and sell them to all the dudes.
You know what's a lick is AliExpress. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
You get from China and
Yeah.
it's so cheap.
Yeah.
I buy,
That's
like,
where that's where a lot of the boutiques be
Buy their
selling stuff at,
Yeah.
you know. And I ain't knocking nobody. Get your bread.
Nah, get your
It's
bread.
about how you do it. Like some stuff I
Right.
see all the time. So like, sis, I could order that shit for $10
Yeah.
before I give you 50. Now, if I choose to give you this because I see you just trying to make some money, because sometimes that's what it's all about for me. It ain't even about the fact that I can't go get it.
Nah.
Half the shit, see, I can go
Sometimes
get it.
I like
anyway,
their shop. I'm
but
like,
just want to help you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You know
but-
you just giving them 40.
yeah, but don't over fucking charge me. These leggings is $7. I'm not paying 43 for them. I don't care if I went to school or not. I'm not paying. You better sprinkle some glitter or do something. Make them look a little different.
Yeah, do something
But I'm
different,
not about
man.
to buy these basic
I
gray
lo-
sweatpants for $40.
I love it when they add on to it.
Yeah.
Because now that was cool. Because back in our day, that shit was trash if you did it like in the 2000s. Like, nah, don't
Do you
go
remember
on
what that phase when everybody was writing on their clothes?
Yeah.
Like
that was,
writing all over their pants. You have like
Yeah.
100 signatures. Like, I would kill my son if he did that. I
yeah.
would be so upset.
They had some weird eras, man.
Like, that was crazy.
I remember an era where biker shorts were in when I was a kid.
They're back. I have biker
Okay,
shorts.
but on men.
Oh, no.
on
no,
men.
but you know what? Now
on men.
Now we in a day where a guy gonna have his shirt on in a minute. We're gonna start seeing dudes with this top on.
It's,
But think about the
it's
70s
right
though.
There.
I was looking at some pictures from back in the days and bell bottoms and
Yeah.
platforms and guys was wearing latex shirt like Rick James was
Yeah.
the biggest pimp ever.
I
You see
know.
this nigga on high
He
top
had some weird-
red
That's
leather boots.
disgusting.
But you was not gonna question his sexuality though. You know what I mean? Now today you wear that, they're gonna be like, you're gay.
Wow.
Like Trinidad James.
Wow.
I love Trinidad James
Is he
fashion
gay?
style. No, not at all. I don't think
Oh.
so. And I just don't think so. I feel like somebody would have been out of him in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I was at the bar. I was at the Gold Room in Atlanta, and he was standing behind me in line, and I was just like, just hella humble, hella chill. Like
Did he have gold on?
he did have a couple Versace chains
Okay,
on,
that boy
but he had on like
with it.
some clean ass psychedelic shit. But I was just like, but it worked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like,
I wish he made more music.
you know what? He really didn't want to be a rapper. He worked at a shoe store, and it just was like the look of the draw. He just made a record, and it blew up. I'm gonna start going to the studio thinking like I don't even care. I'm gonna say the first.
That's what
thing
Hit a
that
Slim
comes to my
does.
mind.
You have to say that comes to your mind first, and you can't care as much.
This latest record I just did, I definitely did that.
Yeah, you
I
have
really
to.
tapped into like
You have to.
something, some other shit. and
Because
it's
when
probably working.
you think too much, it's not a vibe anymore. It's like a math problem.
yeah,
It has to flow.
you can't
out.
force it.
You
have to-
cannot.
you cannot force it.
It's a vibe. It's a moment in time, and that's
Yeah.
what you're capturing, like a moment in time.
You can't force it. Yeah, I feel like this record I have fun with. I think it's a little bit headed like all the little scammers and strippers are like it. You know, that's a scammer stripper song. It's a skipper.
They're just. It's like a Bay Area movie. A scammer and a stripper.
Yeah.
Just look it up.
Yeah.
It's just like a classic.
Speaking of Bay Area movies, I want to tap into that. I was thinking about making a movie. I was
You should.
thinking about making a movie. I
Yeah, I love this in this era because everyone's making independent films.
Yeah, I really feel like we need like a Bay Area independent film thing going on. Like the guy from Detroit, Murder, who be making all the movies down there, the Plug Love and all of them. Like I like them films. But I feel like we need somebody in the Bay. I mean, they got what is that show I be watching? What the hell is the name of that show? They be coming on YouTube. Money and Respect web
Money
series.
Respect. Yeah, there's a series out here called.
Yeah,
Money
I watch it.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think I'm caught up. I was trying to be on it, but that's another story. They didn't reach out to a pimp. I think I messaged them, but it's cool.
I think that's going to be big. Is the movie scene in the Bay Area? It's going to get bigger with these independent films and shows, and people like you and me are going to like be fans, and that's what's going to make
I
it
got
big.
something coming. I'm playing this girl named Tiana. It's coming in January. I can't really talk too much about it because they ain't like put it out, but I just know that they get in a row together. But they making me go through a lot though. I'm like, they said I'm gonna be somebody, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then they said I'm a snort powder. I'm like, what?
What the fuck?
Why I be a powder head? Like that's fucked up.
It's got to be entertaining. It's never suitable to
but-
your character. And it's just
Let me be a drunk and sip or something. Why I gotta be the powder? And next thing you know, they gonna take that run. That's why she's skinny. Why she skinny now?
That's why she was skinny in high school. She was doing powder.
She was done. I'm like, nah, y'all have to unwrite that script now. I'm not snorting powder.
That's why anyone you was that's why he sell coke now.
I don't even know how to do that for fake. I wouldn't even know how to look cool. Like, you got to be cool when you do it, and I'm not going to look cool. Not at all.
You got to practice the coke.
Now I got to go home and practice. Everybody.
The lean and the whole, you know what I mean?
The dollar, roll the dollar up. I mean, the $100 bill, you know, like.
Yeah, it's got to be believable. I'll call you out on the comment section like that.
That was not believable. Huh? Yeah, no.
Real bad. She was trash. The girl's never sniffed coke in her life, bro.
That's not how you snort powder. We try to do it. Oh, man.
Oh, we're getting out of here, but appreciate you, Chloe, for stepping through.
No way, man.
The Instagram is Cloey Kaboom.
Yes, everything is Cloey Kaboom. I try to keep everything the same name. So Instagram, Facebook,
Snapchat,
SoundCloud, LinkedIn, Cloey Kaboom.
And you have an event coming up.
I have all type of events coming up.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm performing in SAC on the 30th. On the 26th and 26th at Vanity in San Francisco. Make sure y'all pop out. The whole OTF gonna be in the building. And I'm definitely gonna be performing there too.
Okay.
And I'm trying to put together some more female showcases. I stopped, but I'm about to get back into doing it. I was doing that at George's.
We should do one together because I thought a female showcase back in the day. They were popping.
Yeah.
Know a lot of dope.
George's nightclub in San Rafael.
Yeah, I'm down.
Nobody was going there. I kind of
made it pop.
Hell yeah, I made that pop.
Isn't that a funny thing that promoters like? As soon as you throw an event here, like you just know.
Other people with money start asking me
yeah.
like, how could they do it? And I'm like, I ain't gonna step on your toe. You could afford to buy out the building. You know, at 10, 30, 11, they like, I ain't wrap this shit up. You know, then you can pay it, but, you know, I ain't gonna hate. But I definitely, like, got it back popping. But so I'm trying to get that back started. The clothing line, Big Booming coming soon.
Big Booming.
You know, in the winter. Trying to get his stuff, you know, all this stuff situated right now. So y'all just stay tuned.
She's very active, man. She's part of the community. She does stuff for the community in her hometown. She's dope music, promoter, fashion, all that. I thank you for coming on the show today.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
We've been knowing, man, part of the Barry community, man. We got to get back, man. So
shout outs to my dog right here, Drea Baby, for always. I got to give her a shout out because she be with me all the time.
Drea Baby. I know Drea Baby.
It's hard to get people to come out to everything, and she always in my corner when it comes to these shows. So I got to give her a shout out.
Shout out, Drea Baby. All right. Create Podcasts. Cloey Kaboom.
Yo.
We out.